Hi everyone, it's Alyssa here from, not the library, actually I'm here from my kitchen because it is time to spice up your kitchen with our spice of the month. This month we have smoked paprika. So I love smoked paprika because it's unmistakable. It adds such a unique smoky flavor while still adding that little bit of pepper flavor. So smoked paprika is different from sweet paprika or regular paprika because when the chilies are dried, they are dried over, I believe it's like an oak fire, so that oak gives it a really nice smoky, woodsy flavor. It's great for grilling season. It's May, we're in grilling season now, so this is a spice you might want to hang on to and get more of. You can also find it under the name Spanish paprika. There are a couple of other different monikers, I believe, but smoked paprika is how we see it most commonly around here. So I'm going to make today, this is perfect for any of your cookouts, to share with friends, any meals for yourself. I'm making a small lunchtime portion for myself right now. We are making shrimp and corn fritters with our smoked paprika. So what I have here is I have some shrimp that I have taken out of the shells. I've taken the veins out and they are thawed. And so I'm going to, this might seem a little meh, but we're going to make shrimp paste. I've got my little tiny food processor here. And what we're gonna do is we're going to put most of the shrimp right on in there. And we're going to kind of get it down to almost like a smooth paste because that's the binder that's gonna hold together our cakes. Think about when you get crab cakes or something similar to that at a restaurant. Yeah, there's always a little bit of bread, but you want it to be really meaty, so we're not gonna add any breadcrumbs or anything like that to this. We're just using shrimp as our binder. Shrimp paste, so that aside, it's fine. We're also using corn, scallions. I should chop up my scallions before I chop up the shrimp on this board so that, I mean, they're all getting cooked together, it's fine, but if I'm going to use the same board, I like to do my vegetables first and then my meat, our protein, raw protein. I've got some corn here, and that's pretty much it, the smoked paprika, and I'm just gonna do a pinch of salt and pepper, and we're gonna go from there. So let me grab my green onions before I start everything else. And I believe for this recipe, I don't think it's specified, I think we're gonna use the white and the green parts. So, oh, here's my shrimp bowl. Shrimp. I think I'm using the white and the green parts, so I'm just gonna thinly chop them. All right, just do just like a thin, oh, you can't see now because of the shrimp bowl. Well, I assure you, I'm just chopping this up nice and thin. Just little ribbons of the green and the white. I'm probably not going to use, like I said, I'm doing a small lunchtime portion. This really initially recipe, this calls for like a pound of shrimp. I always keep bags of shrimp in my freezer because they're a really nice, quick, easy protein to thaw and cook up, especially for weeknights. So, I think I was down to the very end of it, so I only have about 6 or 7 shrimp here. I'm not really going to finish the rest of this, so to keep this fresh, I'm going to stick it in a glass of water like it's a little flour, and that'll keep it fresh until I decide to use it for my next meal, probably tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to put that to the side so I can put that in some water. And I have my bowl of corn here. I don't even think I'm going to use all of this corn with the amount of shrimp that I have, but I'm going to mix it together with my scallions. The recipe also calls for fresh parsley, which I don't have, so I'm going to use some dried parsley just for flavor. I'm going to add my, let's handle the shrimp. Hello, let's handle the shrimp. I think what I'll do is, since this bowl has already been touched by raw fish and that one has not, I'll end up switching and I'll put all the raw stuff in here. I'm going to take my shrimp out now. I'm going to drain this of extra liquid. So I'm going to chop up, I still can't see what's going on over here. Hang on. Boop. All right. There we go. We don't need to see me right now. We can just hang out with the food. All right, so I'm gonna chop this up into some small chunks. That way when we're eating our little fritters, we actually get some nice pieces of the meat. All right, so I'm gonna do that. We'll get all of that in there, right? None of that goes to waste. This knife is gonna go in the sink. Wash my hands again. I've got my immersion blender with the little mini food processor attachment, and I'm going to make shrimp paste. Delicious. All right, here we go. Check. I'm going to, can you see? There it is. There's still some chunky chunks, so I'm just going to scrape down the sides. But it is shrimp pasty. The recipe says to get it into a pretty fine paste. I mean, I'm just going to do it one more time. I'm not actually going to get it like super thin. I think that's good. Let me unplug this. And this recipe is super quick too. I mean, look at this. It's so easy to put together. The corn, the recipe does say to use it fresh from the husk. I just used it frozen and I thawed it in the microwave. Scallions take all of 1 second to chop up. The shrimp, I let this thaw while I was doing other work today, so it really only took about a minute of prep from me to put it in the bowl and then to very quickly peel what was left on them. Really, this is quick to throw together. This is awesome. Okay, let me take the blade out, if I can. No? Okay, I'm gonna put this lovely shrimp paste into my bowl. All right, that's gonna get cleaned. I've got some dried parsley here. I'm gonna do just a pinch of salt and pepper. But the real star is our smoky, oaky, delicious smoked paprika. And the nice thing is that this isn't really like hot. This is not too hot. So if you don't really love spicy food, but you want a little warmth, this is fine. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of my corn and my scallions just to make my fritters. And I just want this all to hold together. I'm gonna mix it up. And that's it. That is it. This is it. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on my stovetop. Spray a little oil in there. And the nice thing is that shrimp cook very quickly. Okay, let's move this up a little bit so you can see them start to cook. Hello. Okay. will yours will probably hold together a little bit because you'll have more of the shrimp paste than I do. I really just kind of went fast and loose here, but that is the nice thing about a recipe like this, is that it is not too precise. But I do want to make sure that this is all mixed really well because I want to incorporate that paprika and of course the salt and pepper and the parsley into every single bite. See, it will hold together. All right, sink. Okay, I'm just gonna make 2 little patties here. Hopefully these hold together. It's my first time trying this recipe. Let's see what we got. But I think all of this protein will definitely hold it together. All right, here we go. And let's do the next one. But look, you can see even here it's being held together by this shrimp paste, but look at these nice big pieces of shrimp. All right. Oh. Lost a few pieces of corn. It's all right. It's all good. All right, I'm going to put these in the sink and wash my hands again. Okay, so let's see what we've got going on here. These are just going to cook just a few minutes on each side. It's really not a long marathon here when it comes to shrimp. It is such a nice, quick cooking protein, which is why I love it. Smoked paprika, other things that you can do with it. It goes great with potatoes. A recipe that you can look for is something like a Spanish patatas bravas, which usually has a sauce on it, but they're usually fried and they have paprika. You can oven roast them as well. I've seen a couple of different recipes. I think oven roasting, I can't remember if frying them is more traditional or just more common, but you can oven roast them. But potatoes taste great with smoked paprika. You can do some like hash browns and eggs with smoked paprika, that's great. A hearty green stands up wonderful to smoked paprika. So like collards or kale, that's wonderful. You can do some other proteins, fish, something like lamb, beef, this in a burger. There are so many different things that you can do. You can also just roast some corn or grill some corn and toss this on top. There are so many great applications for this, and the flavor is very unique, the smoky flavor. So especially for grilling season, but even outside of grilling season, just in your own home. All right, let me check the bottom of these. I can see that some of it is becoming opaque. Like this one is the one that I put down first. So I can see there's some opaqueness coming through. Let's sit for another minute. It's coming. I'm losing a little bit of corn on the flip here, but that's okay. All right, and I'm going to just grab a lid for this and put this on low so that this cooks through. I don't want it to burn, but it does still need to cook through a little bit. So let me grab my lid, which is, I thought it was over there. It's over here. I'm gonna let that stay nice and low. This I'm just gonna save for my salad. I got a plate. Sorry, parsley, you're not the star. It's the smoked paprika. All right, let's see. Steam. How are we looking here? All right, sticking a little. It's okay. Looks like it is done all the way through. Right, yeah, it looks like it's nice and done. It's nice and pink. The whole fritter has turned pink, you can see. Since it's all made out of shrimp, that's exactly what we're looking for. Put this to the side. This corn and these little bits in here because they're all flavored too. now I get to grab a fork. Okay, so here are our smoked paprika, corn, and shrimp fritters. They're almost like little, like, you know, it's like a crab cake, shrimp cake, corn cake, shrimp burger. And there's also like a little bit of some of the color comes from the paprika too, which is nice. The paprika also has a distinct smell. The smokiness hits you with the smell, which then is the precursor to the taste, because we also taste with our sense of smell too. Oh, and the shrimp is nice and opaque all the way through, but still soft and shiny. Mmm. This is really well balanced with the green onion and the smoked paprika and the corn. Those are all very well balanced. And then the shrimp is really nice. Well, it's going to be another video of me finishing my food here with you because it tastes so good. It is good. I probably cooked it like a minute too long because it is a little tough. But remember, there's no filler in this. This is really just shrimp. There's no bread, no starches, nothing. So sometimes the shrimp can get a little tough. So I probably would have turned it down lower to begin with and put the lid on to let it cook. But I mean, it's still delicious and the shrimp is really good. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Look at that. All right, so I hope I have inspired you to try out smoked paprika. If you have never tried it before, it's really not very spicy. So I know some people are intimidated because they're afraid it's going to be too spicy or too smoky. It is perfect for right now, or even in the winter when you wish it were grilling season and a little warmer. It's a warming spice. This would also taste great in chili, by the way. So that's it. That's all I have for you today for this month's Spice Up Your Kitchen. Looking forward to next month. If you haven't seen yet, you'll be surprised. But it's another great one for summer. We'll do some fun summery things with it and it'll be good. So we're getting into this warm weather, fun cooking. So we'll see what we have in store for the rest of this summer. All right, everyone. I will see you all soon. Bye.